Welcome to this new mod map tour on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. It's here, ladies and gentlemen. Lone Oak 19 is here. It's like coming home. It's a very weird feeling. This is a map originally by BulletBill. This has been converted over with kind permission from BulletBill by OxygenDavid. This was one of the maps. I was doing Upper Lusatia and this map when I moved from here to Ravenport on FS19. So on FS17, this was one of the final maps I played on. I was doing subscriber contracts. I had seasons on. God, it feels very strange. So we're going to have a look around. I'm assuming everything is where it was. We'll see what's changed, what stands out, what's different, that kind of stuff. OxygenDavid has fiddled around and changed a lot of textures. There's a lot of custom textures. Already it looks kind of more vibrant. I don't know if that's just me imagining things. We do have a dog. By the look of things, we have a doghouse, which we didn't have before. Oh, there you go. So, let's have a quick look in the map. So, here it is. Oh, man, it's amazing. I deforested this map. It got me through some tough winters. It really did. So, main farm, we are just here. Let's see what we start with on New Farmer. I had a quick look on Farm Manager, literally just put it on to check. On Farm Manager, you don't have any machinery or anything like that, and it uses 574 out of 1299 slots. Actually, while we're on this menu, let's have a quick look. Contracts are available, and judging by some of the field sizes, are going to pay out very, very well. So, what do we start with? Well, let's have a look. Oh, that's an interesting one. So, we start off with everything in green. We've got field 29, 34, 42, 41, 32. Wow. We do also start off with the biogas plant. You don't have to buy it. Now, when I had a look on Farm Manager, this whole area that's in green at the moment, I think if you want to buy that, I think it's like 1.25 million, pretty much, to buy all of that on Farm Manager. But on here, we get it as standard. If I click on it now, it gives me the option to sell it off, but the value is 0. That's just, it just gets rid of it. So why would you want to sell it off? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It means you've got access to all that forestry, which you don't have to pay for. You can just, I suppose, just get yourself a permit and off you go and start doing some forestry. Sell points appear to be in the same locations, although we do have horses now, of course we do, and it looks like the chickens are at the main farm now, which weren't before. We've also got a lime station, which we didn't have before, and Lone Oak Farm Barn wasn't there before. That didn't exist. What else have we got? Animal dealer, biogas plant, yep. Shop, that all seems to be in the same place. Bale sell point, yep. Manure sell point and spinnery. Okay. Wow. Field prices then. 405,000, 297,000. Let's have a look at field 50. It's a monster. 927,000. Field 49, 698,000. Yep, these are not cheap. Do we have some smaller fields though, tucked away. 135 grand. Field 9, 33. That's a bit more bearable. Field 10. They are grass fields though, these ones. Oh, field 1. Did poplars in field 1. It's just so weird. It really does feel like coming back now. Okay, so let's have a quick look. Now, the house was one of those ones you can go in and you can, all the doors open. There was mega detail on this, if I recall correctly. Now, you have to be a little bit to get the right doors to open, otherwise, see, that outer door's open. I want to open that one. Open. Oh, that's annoying. There we go. Basement is still here. So you may be completely new to the franchise. FS19 may be your first rodeo, in which case you won't have seen this. You won't know anything about it. I adored this map. I really just, it's such a good map. there are going to be a few that when they get converted over, you get that real feeling. This looks different. Really looks clean and crisp. The glass, I mean, it looks like glass. It's incredible. Roaring fire in the living room. Now, where do we sleep through the night? Okay, not in here. Let's try upstairs. That was offices, if I recall correctly. Not up here, just pressed L3, nothing happened. Come on, there's got to be doors open here. Which one just opened? Okay, that one. No. Come on, one of these has got to open. Ah, this is a little bit fiddly because the doors are right on top of each other. They don't seem to want to open. Hang on 1 second. That's only give me the option to... Oh, hang on. Ah, right, we managed to get some open. That's a bit fiddly, I'll be honest with you. There we go. This is where we sleep through the night, in the bedroom downstairs. That's fiddly getting those doors to open and close. But anyway, so that's where we sleep through the night. We go through, there's a kitchen around the back, if I recall correctly. Where's the kitchen gone? Is it here? It is, there we go. Looking out over the fields out the back. Now this has a very, very open feel to it, this map. It always did, and that doesn't seem to have changed. This is based on a real farm in Oregon, and I love it. Absolutely love it. What we're going to do is grab the pickup and we're going to whiz around the yard, have a look at a few things that were there. Vegetable patch is still there, but we've now got chickens here, which we didn't have before. Chickens just to our side. So we've now got a chicken pen. The big barn's still there, or the big building's still there, the shelter. Cow pasture still seems to be there. Yeah, that's changed, having the chickens there. That's cool. Cows are here, and obviously now we can buy, well, we collect the milk, which is fantastic. Light switches are often a little bit tricky to find. There must be one somewhere. I just missed it. What's the light switch in here? That's weird. Must be a light switch somewhere, surely. It's very dark in here. Not outside, is it? Nope. Probably just walked past it 3 or 4 times, knowing me. Knowing me, well, there must be a light switch somewhere. Anyway, was that it there? Oh, there we go. Outside, there we go. That's better. All lit up very, very nicely. Right, so straw goes inside. We've got a little barn on the side here. Water trough is just over there. That's the cattle. We've got our slurry pit just there for the cows. Machinery in here. Water just there. Now we do start off, I think, with some. Oh, we've got some John Deere stuff. That will eat into your slot count on console. I'll have a quick look at that in a second. There's loads and loads of barn space, shelter space. Yeah, we've got a fair bit of machinery. Let's have a look at the machinery now. Silo seems to have changed a little bit. It just seems more vibrant to me. Yeah, I don't know whether it is or not. Another John Deere over there. Okay, so garage. Let's have a look. What do we start with? A 6135M, an 8245R, a John Deere S790 Harvester. Wow. Pickup, Joskin Drakkar, header, Lemken Titan 18, some fairly big machinery. Pronto 9DC, nice. Metris 4102. Weeder, Aerostar rotation. Don't often get weeders at the start. Repex 34S loading wagon. round baler, header trailer, and the doghouse. Nice. Now, as far as that goes, there are no standalone. There's nothing modded. The animal pastures are all in place already and can't be sold. As you've just seen, they're not there as something to sell. And the same with the farmhouse. There's no farmhouse apart from the main one, which is where you can sleep through. And then sheds and shelters, we can't sell any of them. So what you see is what you get. You can't sell all of this off and have a completely new farm on here, but you could set up a farm elsewhere if you wanted to. This is amazing. Well, actually, I want to check something. Let's light switch. Is that for inside or outside? Why is it not working? There we go. That appears to be outside lights. So our workshop is just in here, which is where it used to be. That's cool. Light switch, light switch, light switch. Right. So that text on the floor looks way, way better with the lights on. Lights off, and it seems a little bit of a peculiar texture. You look at the ground now, I think it looks a bit odd. But that's just the lighting, just needs to be on. Now, this was my office. On FS17, this was my office, and there was a wall planner on the wall. And I would come in at the start of every Let's Play, every day of the Let's Play, to find out what jobs I had to do. They're still there! Oh, that's fantastic. And I had a screenshot of that, and I would put up the jobs for each day, and I would have them crossed off the day before if I'd done them, and if I hadn't, they'd roll over onto the new day. Oh, I'm so pleased that's still there. Simple things. Anyway, right, roller doors open. Well, they did. Yep, nice, smooth, nice sound effects. Same here, this one opens too. Big open storage space in here with our harvester tucked away. I say tucked away, it's like a cavern in here, so it doesn't seem to take up much room at all. The silo, we have got, what do we have in the silo? We do have some crops in the silo. It's 500,000 litre capacity. Wow, that's not a standard farm silo size though, is it? That's interesting. Sell points, we've got Agri, XJS, Bale, Sell Point, Biogas Plant, Hollister Store, Lone Oak Co, Lone Oak Farm Barn, which is here at the main farm, Manure Sell Point, Sawmill, and the Spinnery. We will get round all of those as quickly as I possibly can. That's interesting. Let's just check that on the garage again, and let's have a look. Ah, that must be a fixed. That's a fixed emplacement then. The silo is 500,000 litres, but that's not sellable either. So that's just given to you. Pretty cool. More storage around here, which I'm assuming is going to have a load of machinery still in it, because there's quite a lot of machinery that we own. Lots of green stuff, I've noticed. Lots of green and yellow. That's the Lone Oak Farm barn. We've got a bunker silo just over here. Oh, that's what I wanted to check. My accommodation on FS17 on this was that's the manure. Now you used to have to muck them out manually on 17, and that's where the manure went into that. That's where I put it anyway. But down here by the lake, there is a lake, and it's just brilliant. There's a little hut. That was my accommodation because I worked for the farm. This was the birthplace of Jockey Hogs. Golf Cart Jockey, check out his channel, very, very good. Golf Cart Jockey was my employer. I worked for Golf Cart Jockey, and it was Jockey's Hogs. We had a pig farm, and yeah. Nice crackling fire. Go into a spot of fishing or a bit of skinny dipping if you fancy that. Look at the reflection on the water. Oh man. That's a fantastic view in its own right, isn't it? I've got to get around this map. I have to get around this map. There's so much to see. Loving it. Right, let's close the gate on the way through. Need to get back to the pickup. And let's get round. Well, the farm's looking great. The grass looks more lush. It does say there's new cut textures for grass, for wheat and that kind of stuff. Crop textures. Oh, it does. It really does look. The colours just seem. It's like it's had a fresh coat of paint, you know. Not that it was washed out before, but I don't know what it is. Could just be my mind playing tricks on me. Could be. Wouldn't surprise me. Right. So we are now going to head west, and then we're going to head out towards the pig farm. I'm assuming it's still where it was. Massive open spaces here. The lone oak up there on the hill, we'll get back to that right at the very end, hence the name, Lone Oak Farm. The ground textures here, I'm sure this was a dirt track before, I'm trying to think. If you like lumber, timber, forestry, there is absolutely no shortage of it on this map. If you like big open fields and large machinery, you're going to love this map. There is so much space, so much room to do whatever you want to do. Then you've still got some fields which are small, hemmed in by fences. You've got a bit of everything, and I think that's what's great about it. Fuel here, more barn space. Nice big red barns. Pigs are just here, and the little pond was just off to the left from here. There you go. So feed trough, water trough, buy, sell, unload. It's just there. Slurry there. Hay in there. There was a little pond just down here, and it was free water before. I'm not sure if it still is. There's a nice little pond just there. The water paint, or the water texture, definitely looks different. Right, we are now going to head north, away from the pig farm, to the sawmill, which looks exactly where it was. It's fantastic. The sawmill was named, I think, is it Ian 888? I'm trying to think which modder it was. Frontier Design kind of formed a kind of conglomerate, not conglomerate, you know what I mean, kind of a group of modders together, and I think it was, is it Lone Wolf, one of the sell points further up the map we'll get to. There you go, Ian and Sons Lumber. So the lumber sell points at the front, and the wood chip was round the back, and that I had many a fun time trying to reverse articulated lorries round the back of here, because you can't drive all the way around. There's your wood chip sell point. Trying to get them in and out of here was huge amounts of fun. I'm smiling from ear to ear. It's crazy, isn't it? Isn't it weird how, you know, how a map on a game can evoke feelings like, I don't know, it's very, very strange, but very, very cool. The road texture looks different. I do love the way they get the edges. Sometimes on some maps you get the roads are put down, and the blend between the road and the fields, or the road and the edges, doesn't look quite right. They get it right here. It looks like it's almost like kind of crumbled a little bit. You've got an edge, but it's blended really nicely with its surroundings. Right, so we are now heading across the kind of top of the map. I'll just open up the map like so. So we're heading across the top towards the biogas plant, animal dealer, and the store. This map always just feels huge to me. I know it's a standard size map, but it just seems massive. I think because it's so open. I talk about realistic feel on a map, and some maps you get that feeling of it feels natural, it feels real. It's because this is based on a real place. It's, you know, oh, some of the road signs, I meant to point those out. Again, if you're new to the franchise, new to this particular map on this particular version of the game, the road signs are all based off of friends, associates of BulletBill originally, but BulletBill and OxygenDavid. So we've got AgriXJS, which is one of the sell points just there. We'll get to a signpost in a moment. I'll show you what I mean. I think we were just going along Oxygen View, obviously from OxygenDavid. So here's your sell point for AgriXJS. And then around the back we've got the biogas plant. I like the fact that on New Farmer that's already owned. I really do like that on a map. I said it, I think, on one of the map tours I did today, or yesterday, depends when this gets posted. that I don't feel you just have to buy the biogas plant. That's just my own personal feeling. So our digester is there at kind of almost ground level. Digestate tank is just over there behind us, where I'm kind of reversing towards. So any byproduct of making biogas, or anything you put into there, gives you the byproduct digestate, and 2 rather large bunker silos just there to be used. The store is directly opposite here. Mannings of Lonoke, case dealer. So we've got our store front is just there. Workshop kind of through here and here. I like the fact you've got bay 1 and bay 2 for repair work and stuff, but it's done here. Customizing, repairing, selling of vehicles can be done from there. Parts department just round to the side there. So cool. See, this and another one that I think I'm going to be very much like this. I know someone commented on one of my map tours a while back now and said something about I was fanboying someone, whoever it was. It might have been Alien Jim. It might have been one of Jim's. Sussex Farm's going to be another one. When that comes out, I will drive around that with a big grin on my face because I love playing on that map. Plus, I'm all over it, so you know. That's good. So we've got Yellowbam, we've got Oxygen View. One of them back there was signpost pointing towards Eustace, for Eustace Farmer. If we just go left here, there we go. What does that say? Landyville, Sim Station. That's fantastic. Love that. Now on the PC version, originally on FS17, all of the mailboxes had names of YouTubers and stuff on as well, but on the console version they were all removed. We have our Livestock Market just here, and we are pretty much, I think we're closed off the map, didn't I? We're pretty much on the northern part of the map now. You can't go much further past field 5 here and field 6, which is just to our side there. And this is what I was talking about on one of the map tours as well today. The fact the map goes on, it goes off into the distance and it gives that impression it just goes on and on. I like that on a map. You've got farms off in the distance you can't actually get to, but it gives you that feeling of distance that, you know, that this area just is huge, expansive area. It's brilliant. Right. Houses and driveways and stuff dotted off the main road. We'll be taking a right in a moment. But even these all look like they've been kind of remodelled, repainted. They've all had a bit of a makeover, you know. Right, turning right in here. If I'm... Yep. We are coming up on Lone Oak Lamb. Just round the corner here. It's a brilliant sign. There we go, Lone Oak Lamb. They're very big hazard marked strips on there. A little bit bigger than you usually see. That's where you buy, sell, or load or unload your sheep. I'm assuming this is where the wool pallets come. It's not a very big wool pallet spawn area. You're only going to get 2, maybe 3 across there, if you're lucky. Light switch on the outside. Let's get the lights on in there. So our actual feed trough and water trough are just inside here. Now I don't remember the forest having encroached this far over on the previous version. I thought the pasture went kind of further out that direction. So maybe that's one of the changes, that we've got a bit more forestry here. And the forestry, like I say, there is, I mean, let's just go into the deep dark woods. There is no shortage of forestry. Like I say, on 17, when I was playing on Seasons, the price of lumber went through the roof in the winter, and because there wasn't much else you could do, because there weren't any crops you could do, I did loads of logging and made a fortune during the winter, which then allowed you to buy all the stuff you wanted to buy for the summer. We've got a nice barn here to open up. I don't think any of these, I could be wrong, I haven't checked actually, but I don't think any of the seed pallets and stuff are refill points. Because I haven't tested that. Maybe they are, but... So that's your sheep enclosure. I'm going to head back onto Yellibam. And we're going to head south on the map. Isn't it funny, out of all the subscriber contracts, I think it's funny, you probably won't have a clue, but of all subscriber contracts I did on this map on 17, one that stands out to me, or one person that stands out to me, and I really do apologise to everyone else who gave me subscriber contracts. I don't know why this one stands out to me so much, but it does. Probably because it was a kind of standalone, and I went out here quite a lot. There's a turning just up on the left here. You see that house right over there on the hillside? On my kind of narrative, my storyline that I did, and I had a contract, that was owned by Chad the artist. So Chad, if you're watching, that was your house, remember? That's amazing. Anyway, I digress. Landville, Sim Station, Yellibam, Eustace that direction, Gowney in that direction. But we are heading south now. On our right hand side we've got I think it's the Bale sell point, isn't it? Just coming up. This looks like it's been changed quite a bit as well, but I think that the detail, the textures, everything just works very, very well. Let's just check on the main map just to make sure I haven't got that wrong. We are now here, heading south down this side of the map. Yeah, Bale sell point, there we go. Just in the barn there. I apologise if this seems a bit of a whistle stop. I think what I like is the fact that, and I said this before in other map tours I've done, when a map gets converted, has enough been done to bring it in line with FS19, or from 15 to 17, or whichever it might be? Has the map maker done enough, Has enough changed to make it feel fresh, but you still got that feeling that it's the map you remember playing. If you played on it, you might not have done, but I really do think it has. Obviously the lighting makes a big difference to it. It seems crisper, it seems cleaner, it seems fresher. I don't know, everything just seems a bit more lush, more vibrant. Now obviously we didn't have horses on 17, so now on the right hand side just here we've got our horse stables just tucked around the corner here. There we go, just in there. Click on there, we can buy, sell, deliver or collect our horses from there. Then opposite we've got the spinnery, Green Oak Woolen Mill. And cross the road without getting hit by a car. There you go. Green Oak Woolen Mill Company. There's a manure sell point. And then we've got the sell point for our wool and cotton there. Milk, there isn't a dairy, but the milk can be sold at AgriXJS. I think it's AgriXJS. Let's just have a quick check. Scroll across to milk. Where are we? AgriXJS and Hollister stores, which we're going to get to in a moment. So your milk can be sold there, and eggs can be sold there. Spinnery is, yep, wool and cotton. Lone Oak Co. Yeah, we're going to come to that in a moment. That's interesting though. Yeah, we'll have a look at that in a second. Right, directly opposite, I'm glad this has been left in. This always made me smile on FS17. We've got a taco stand. This is Tacos by Taco Farmer. And look at the sign. Hawaiian Giants Forum nagging map makers. That was just going to stand in joke, I think, on 17. Shout out to Taco Farmer if you're out there, if you're watching. So let's carry on heading south. The farm is over in that direction, quite a long way in that direction. We're heading up to the last two sell points. Some of these fields are huge. Field 50, one of the most expensive ones, is the field just here on our right. It's got a couple of little rock formations in the middle of it. It makes doing some of these fields a bit more interesting. I know people prefer a big open field. You can just set a worker off and not ever have to worry. But I do like every now and again you might have a telegraph pole or some rocks or something you've got to work around. You know, it makes it a little bit more interesting, I think. Now on FS17, Hollister here wasn't Hollister stores. It was Hollister root. Oh, there you go. Root crop, sell point and storage, and this was just for your potatoes and sugar beet. But now this has got a sell point for all your main crop types, which is interesting because this was root crops, and across the road was the lone oak or lone wolf sell point, and that did the other stuff. So root crops was this side, and the other side was for the other stuff. But now both of these do everything, so they're kind of almost in direct competition with each other. And I would imagine prices are going to vary. There you go. Lone Wolf Pacific Grain Company. Now this is now down on the map as Lone Oak Co. Yeah. So if I scroll up, there we go. Lone Oak Co. And then Hollister stores. They're both directly opposite each other, and the prices are different. So you're going to have to, you know, keep an eye on what prices, what's paying out what. I think is probably the best way of putting that. But that's the sell point there. For that. There we go. Now another one that sticks in my mind, if I remember correctly, I'm sure it was it Farmer Pierce? I'm sure it was Farmer Pierce's farm. I'm going to drive back along one of the tracks towards the Lone Oak and the other end of the farm now. So we're going kind of across the southern part of the map now, heading from east to west along this track. This gives you some idea how big the field is, because we're going to go kind of full tilt here, and it goes for quite some way. There's the rocks in the middle of the field there, but right over in that direction, yeah, is there? Look, there's a farm just over there. I'm sure that was Farmer Pierce's. I'm trying to remember. I think it was. Yeah. My memory's not that bad. Well, it's, yeah, it is, but it's, you know. Anyway. So these were all, I'm sure these were all dirt tracks. There wasn't all the kind of grass and stuff in them before. Or were they just grass? They certainly look different to me. And they look a lot wider as well, so you can get kind of bigger machinery down between these. But we're now heading back round towards the Lone Oak itself. There we go. Right there on the horizon. Standing proud on the hillside overlooking the farm that takes its name. This is a big map. But the beauty of that is you can use big machinery. You can have fun doing it. Great textures, great details. A fantastic platform from 17 by BulletBill. Well converted. I have to say, you know, there aren't... it may not be everyone's cup of tea. Not everyone's going to like this type of map. Not everyone likes big American maps. This was always one that I really, really did like. I'm loving playing on Washoe at the moment, but this is another one, a big American map that I really, really enjoyed and hope to enjoy again at some point. I don't know when I'm going to do a Let's Play on this, but wow. Yeah, fantastic job. Absolutely fantastic job on this. I'm trying to think of anything I might have missed. I'm hoping I haven't missed anything. Talked about slots, contracts are available. Oh, we need to reset a vehicle. I'm pretty sure stuff resets back to the shop, but I could be wrong. Let's pull back into the yard and stop there. So let's go onto the map and let's go back to the main yard. Let's pick something, say the John Deere, just there. Let's click on that, reset. It has gone from there. Oh no, it was there, wasn't it? That was where the reset point was, just on this patch of grass out the front here. So it's almost like your vehicles have been delivered to your farm. So if you happen to, you know, get in a spot of bother, roll something, put it in a ditch, or you're just lazy and you want to bring it back here because you can't be bothered, this is your reset point. Right here on this patch of grass, directly opposite your farmhouse, the big house. Very cool indeed. I like it. There you go. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.